girl KiVonShe, and I am back with another video. Obviously, we are 10 days into the new year, and this is our check-in because y'all already know we love making promises to ourselves, and 3 days into the new year, we're breaking them. So we're just gonna do a little makeup, and we're gonna talk about some different things and where we are in our journey to self-actualization. So if you want to just watch me talk about that crap and do some makeup, then keep on watching. All right, so, and I want to say it was a couple of days before the new year, I had made a video on TikTok titled KiVonShe's Prayer. And I'm gonna just insert that in here for you. Dear Lord, I ask that you please let me go into 2023 folding my clothes and actually putting them away, oh God. Oh God, please allow me to wash my dishes immediately after I cook, because you know I can't stand washing dishes and I'm trying to be new. Amen. Real simple prayer, right? But honestly, those are two things that like your girl just would not be having the energy for. Like I do not like cooking and then like cleaning, or it would be like super disorganized with how I decided to wash the dishes as I was cooking. And then laundry, I hate folding laundry. I will wash your clothes all day. Don't want to fold it. So something that I've been doing, right? So when I've been cooking, I've been like timing when I'm putting things on the stove so that way when they come off, I'm not having to like run back to the stove or run back to the oven or anything like that to check on it. I can just wash that dish and keep it moving. So I must say that I've been very consistent on it. Then with my laundry, I got some clothes on the bed right now that I'm gonna fold and put away. So I've not had a bunch of clothes just sitting out all over the place. So far on those two things, so good. Now, what else has been going on in the new year? I decided to not drink all January, with the exception of Sundays. And on Sundays, it's just one glass of wine. Like, that is it. The reason I'm doing that is I love wine. Like, I like wine for just the simple fact for relaxation and stuff like that. But honestly, it's just a way to just challenge the body and cleanse a little bit. I would say the most difficult part for it is all day I drink water at work. Like, it is mandatory to drink water all day at work. And I don't drink pop like that. Like, the only pop that I drink is cream soda and root beer, because it's not really that much carbonation. I ran track all throughout high school, so we weren't allowed to drink pop. Like, we were literally on a diet, so my body cannot handle stuff like Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, stuff like that. So that's why I only stick to that. And then I don't like a lot of sweets like that, like a bunch of juices and stuff. So I get kind of like my sweet from wine, because in dry wine though, I don't like sweet wine. Yeah, so that's the only challenging part, is because I truly am just picky about what I be drinking. But other than that, it's going well. With my job, I work out damn near every day, but I decided that when I'm off work to just go for long runs, stuff like that. And that puts me in really good moods, really energetic. So far, that aspect is going really well. Next up on my list, if you haven't seen my previous video, it was titled New Year, New Me. I'm gonna plug it in here somewhere on one of these cards, but we talked about things that we're gonna leave in 2022 and things that we're taking into 2023. So again, we're only 10 days in, but I would say I have not gone backwards at all. Mainly because I was already on that journey all of 2022. So it was a lot easier for me to just continue doing what I'm doing. One of those things being right now, just consistency. It is 10:59, Tuesday, January 9th. I gotta be leaving for work in like 40 minutes. So consistency, right? You have to be consistent to get where you want to be. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I want this. You have to be willing to go after it and create time. So what did I do today? I'm going into work in the later shift today, but I got up, I prepped dinner, making crab stuffed salmon. I'm gonna air fry that. So my girlfriend's gonna air fry that later on. So, but I prepped that, got the dogs situated, got my shower, got my clothes prepped for work. And honestly, I don't even know why I'm doing makeup because I'm about to be working out with these kids in about 4 hours. They're taking their fitness assessment today, and I always run with them, but maybe I'll do like an impromptu wear test. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so got all that situated, got some laundry done that I already started yesterday when I came home from work, and I'm sitting right here in front of the camera recording. So consistency is not easy at all, but I will say doing a dry January and then working out it's making me tired and giving me energy. So that's not the one I was using. Tired because my body is going through a little bit of a change, right? A little bit of the routine is being disrupted on top of just the demands of my work. However, as I'm moving about and getting things done, I have a different sense of energy to myself and to what I'm trying to do anyway. So trying to get those posts and stuff like that. So right now I'm focused on Instagram, right? It's hard to stay consistent right now with snaps because I'm in uniform almost all day, and I do all of my Snapchat, all of my recording on my Google Pixel, which I'm recording from right now. But I don't take that to work. I don't have time to be doing all of that. When I'm at work, I'm on the grind. So the days that I'm off or when I work in the morning and then I get to come home and have the rest of my day, I get to do those things. One of the creators who talked to us in the inaugural class about like what to do, she actually just made a post, and I'm gonna try to put that in here somewhere, or link it somewhere to her Instagram so you can see it, but not trying to like be consistent everywhere. Sometimes you're like, you just cannot do it. So right now I'm focused on my consistency with Instagram because it's the easiest thing. I can literally be like in the middle of work and maybe I have a moment to breathe to myself. I can make a post, upload it, and keep it moving. Or on days that I do record or do something with content, I'm usually doing like 6 or 7 things, and I created all of my drafts. So now, you know, maybe I'm going to go pee or something like that, and I can hit upload and then I'm done. So in the days where I'm super busy, I'm still able to keep a presence because I already thought out this whole process. So that's making it a lot easier. And then my consistency with YouTube has gone up tremendously. So I'm super excited about that. So consistency, what else? Those are some of the main things. I'm really anyways, I'm really trying to get back to acting this year. Right now, it's not possible, especially because I'm also preparing for my move in the next few months. And moving in the military is like a whole thing in and of itself. So lots of things coming up. So that's currently on pause, but it is still at the forefront of my mind. How is it at the forefront of my mind? Because I wrote an idea / a pitch for a movie. I think it's great. I let a couple of people read it, not that many because trust, intellectual property, stuff like that. But where's my brush? There it is. But yeah, I sat down and like had an idea based off an encounter and got that written. So I'm just on standby for my schedule to just change and then restabilize. Because at the end of my military career, one of my goals is to either at the end of the next 5 years, pitch this movie or have it already pitched and somebody like buying it and helping me bring it to life. Like that is a huge goal of mine. I've been writing stories and plays and all kinds of stuff since I was a kid. So that would just make my day. And being able to, over like the winter break, over Christmas / New Year, be able to sit down and create something feverishly. To the point where I already have everything wrapped up for whether it's gonna be an elevator pitch or something more in depth. Like literally, if somebody said, pitch this to me now in 30 seconds, I got it. If somebody said, I wanna read more in it, I already got it, like from start to finish, completely conceptualized. So that's there. And I'm really proud of it. Like it's not even in the works or anything. And yet I'm like super proud of myself for being able to do that and have it ready. Sometimes the best things are just waiting. Like they're just waiting for the right person and the right time for it to take off. And I'm patient. I'm learning to be patient with myself. I'm learning to be patient with God's timing. And I'm learning to just have fun as I continue to create and watch where life and this journey is taking me. I hate when I do makeup and as I'm doing it, because I have juicy eyes, I start getting like little eye boogies. It's annoying. My Halo Glow liquid filter is a little bit dark. I probably could have went lighter with that, but it is what it is. Anyways, yeah, so I'm super excited for what 2023 is going to bring. At this point, to me, there's no such thing as a setback because your girl done been through, right? And it's not to say that I won't ever experience any more setbacks, but I think that at my age and the career and the industries that I'm trying to break into, I've gone through all the different stages where people could have manipulated me or tricked me into doing something that I didn't want to do. I know how to say no. I know how to set boundaries. And I know how to keep people around me who also know how to keep me in check and be sounding boards. I honestly couldn't imagine being in my teens or my 20s trying to do this and trying to also figure out who's for me, who's using me, who's trying to take advantage of me, who's only out for themselves, you know, in my circle. And I'm truly grateful that my path is finally opening up now. Because honestly, I feel like I would have not been successful. And honestly, right now, I'm successful. I'm super successful. But I think that had it happened, had everything that's happening to me now happened sooner, I think ego would have been in play. And I think that I wouldn't have been able to say no to a lot of people, or that I wouldn't have the right people around me rooting me on. I would have had fake supporters, and then I wouldn't have had the correct people around me to let me know, when to say no, when to not overtax myself or anything like that. And that's really important. So I'm super grateful for my path and my journey, because it's necessary in my maturity to have, to not need those things. I don't need to be an actress. I don't need to be a writer. I don't need or have to do these things. I'm not in that situation. I'm not looking to like get my family out of the gutter or bear all of this responsibility that nobody should have to bear at 16, 13, 8, 22. Like, that should not be your job to have the weight of your entire family on your shoulders as the child. That don't make sense to me. It never made sense to me. So I'm super happy that I don't have that responsibility or that sense of responsibility that everybody's livelihood relies on me. Now, y'all, I was gonna do this, but no, we just gonna keep it light, keep it cute, and just throw on a little mascara. But yeah, so honestly, having things happen in my 30s, when I was younger, I don't know that I was rushing it, but I was just very like, when is this gonna happen for me? Like, when is that gonna happen? But honestly, looking back, I was not consistent. As a Gemini, we like to have our hands in a lot of things, jack of all trades, master of none. And it's been within the last 6 years where I've been like, okay, I can't necessarily just do one thing, but what are 2 to 3 things that I can handle that I can keep doing over and over and over and over and over. And it turns out it's YouTube, which is a surprise to me. But I like getting in front of the camera and just talking on YouTube, especially now that I'm not really editing that much. Like, I don't have this desire to be perfect or present something perfect for anybody. So it makes my job a lot easier because I'm not editing that much. Because the people who are going to watch it are the people who need to watch it and the people who are supposed to watch it. Because as long as I get the right person in my audience, I don't care if it's an audience of 5. If 2 people in that audience see something in me that helps me get to where I need to be, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So one of them is YouTube, and the other is just being on Instagram and showing my personality. I used to struggle with like trying to figure out, how am I going to show my personality? What if people think I'm boring? Maybe my friends and family think I'm funny, but like, what that mean to anybody else? And now it's like, who gives a shit? Normally, I do not do mascara and eyeliner, but I'm going to make an exception today. And then also, you want to set your face before you do your eyes, and I always forget, but this is a mist, so we'll see. Don't squeeze your eyes too hard, and you'll be all right. Anyway, yeah, so there's just no pressure anymore. And when you're young, it's so much pressure, right? Middle school is where you're figuring out like your groups, where you fit in, and it's hell. And then high school, you're trying to solidify who your lifelong friends are going to be. You're going through so many changes, and now hormones are in a mix, and now it's like who's loyal, who's not. And then college, you're finally on your own, you're making your own decisions, but now nobody's policing you in that. So now you have to like try to figure out your own boundaries. And honestly, a lot of people don't. It's people in their 50s right now who don't have healthy boundaries with themselves or with other people. So it's like your whole life is about trying to figure stuff out. So I'm at the point right now, like, there's no more stress for that. I went through that. I'm not trying to be 20. I'm not trying to be 21. I'm not trying to be 25. I'm not even trying to be 30 anymore. I'm just living my life and progressing with my own maturity and enjoying the ride as I go, because it's fun. It's been stressful. Had lots of learning curves, but at the end of the day, I would not trade it. Would not trade it for the world, because I'm a firm believer in, what's for me will be. Like, it's never gonna not be for me. It's, am I ready for it to come? And it's all about getting yourself ready to receive the benefits that you've sown. Like, if you get it too early, too soon, it can be a disaster, or your learning is going to be made a lot more difficult because you got it too soon and now it's just hitting you super duper fast and you don't know what to do. And then you're overwhelmed, you're having anxiety attacks, panic attacks, you're depressed, all types of different things. So if I can say anything for y'all in 2023 is slow down, be patient, prepare yourself for what you're trying to receive in life. Y'all, I think I just did something. It's new to me, so if anybody else did it, I don't care. But I have used this e.l.f. This is in Basic Beige. So if y'all saw my previous video, you already know that I got some of these, boom, Basic Beige, but it was a little bit too dark. So I just took a little bit of concealer on my pinky. She is doing it. All right, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you for watching and rocking with me. Leave comments in the comment section below. I really wanna know, like, how do y'all overcome struggling through keeping up with your resolutions? Have you failed already and want some tips to get back on track? Because it's never too late. Or just comment about whatever you want. You can talk about the makeup up in here. I will make an attempt. I'm so terrible with my description box, but hopefully y'all go to the description box and the products that I use is in the description box. Yeah, it's all e.l.f. products. So if you're watching this right now and it's not in the description box, go to another video, one of my previous ones, and you'll see it in the description box, because I'm terrible, y'all. Now that's something I am not consistent with. I will literally upload this, schedule it, and then forget to go back and put in the end card, the end screen, the cards, and the description. So again, like, share, follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also follow me on all other socials, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all under the handle of KiVonShe. Please, please, please communicate, because I will talk back to you. Anyways, I got like 13 minutes to go finish getting dressed and get out of here and go to work. So, ciao.